my heart as I wait on you. I'm gonna
love it, you guys. Love it, love it, love it, love it, love it. Oh, this is such a crazy intersection right there. Yikes! Anyway, you guys have always got to go to the dollar store and get these little tiny mirrors. They are super amazing. I use them like literally. They are amazing. So go to the dollar store, 99-cent store, whatever. They're little tiny mirrors that you can put up in your review mirror, and they will always help you. Okay, you guys, this vlog is about Father's Day, and I might actually end up doing a couple of these, but I want to try to get some thoughts down really quick before the weekend gets away from me. And it's so interesting. I have a definite deep emotional connection to this day because when I was 8 years old, my father walked away from our family. And who knows all the details? That's my story, right? That's the story I tell. And the reason I say that's the story I tell is we have to be really aware in life when we play victim to our story of who we are and what we've survived and, you know, what we've gone through. Yeah, there are facts. Those are the facts. And at the same time, you need to watch where your mindset can become paralyzed because of that thinking. And I'll kind of go into that in a little bit. But if I remember when I was in college and my mother and I had I guess you could say, I guess you could say, I have a brother and a sister, so I just want to be always just really respectful of them, so I don't ever want to go into too many details just because they're not a YouTuber and they're not open like I am about everything. So, you know, at some point I'm going to probably have to call them and have a conversation about just, you know, is it okay that I say some of these stories sometimes. So anyway, out of respect for them right now, I still won't even go into. Basically, I went to college by totally on my own. I had no mother, I had no dad. I had a family that had just opened up their hearts to me and allowed me to stay with them for a while. But I went to college, you guys. I went to Indiana University, and a lot of people that went to school with me don't even know this story. But I literally went to school with trash bags. I had all my clothes in trash bags. And I remember being in college, and I remember just saying to myself that I was going to kick ass in school. I literally wanted to just kick ass because I never wanted to be like a statistic. And I remember taking this sociology class. I took it, I think it was like my freshman year. It was my first semester of my freshman year, and I remember I got in an argument with the professor because he was like, he was talking about different sects of people and if they've gone through certain things that they're predetermined, their incidents or predeterminants is based on blah, 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 blah. And I just vehemently disagreed with him. I just said, I just remember thinking that's, you know, yeah, I came from this. This is what's happened to me. Again, more of my story, but I want to protect my brother and my sister. I just had some hard things happen, right? But at the same time, I was like, I was not going to be defined by that physicality. Because those things happened to me, I wasn't going to allow that to determine who I was going to be. So on Father's Day, it's kind of always been a really hard day for me because I didn't have a dad at all growing up. So I had to be a dad within myself, right? I had to regulate my strength. I had to regulate, oh yay, you know what I'm just gonna do, you guys? I am just gonna drive this through and then we can just continue to chitty chat here. Because I don't think that they have picked up this mail yet. Hold on one second, you guys. Let me just get this through here. It's my eBay stuff. That's how I'm like literally supporting myself right now. So anyway, yeah, I've always had just kind of a tough relationship with this day and with this weekend, just because I didn't have that. But what's neat, and what I want to welcome anybody, any of my YouTubers that are fatherless and were fatherless, that you probably were a lot like me, and that you nurtured the that fatherly energy within you, that masculine testosterone energy within you. By the way, women have testosterone. We all have testosterone. So women, get down there. Groove on your testosterone, girls. You guys drink water today. It's hot out. Okay. It's so weird. I feel like this way is almost faster to go to the gym, but I could be totally wrong, but that's just, you know. Anyway, you guys, so connect with that male energy that's within you. And the other thing that I like to say too is, if you can, just get that fatherly love. For me, it's God. It's always been God. It's very strange. Even when I didn't have a dad, I always felt like God was my dad. I felt like I'm so special. I'm so special that God didn't want to put a physical being kind of in my life to necessarily take on that role. He would take that role on. And I always felt that. And it's funny, my husband grew up without a father figure. And he's never had that feeling of missing his dad either. He's always had a really strong feeling of God. But it's so funny, it's also probably the same reason my husband and I are like super aggro for any bullying. Like, we are just like, we'll probably go down that way. We're so much alike in some aspects. Anyway, but I do want to shout out to all of the amazing fathers that are out there. My brother is one. My twin sister, her husband is one. I mean, there are good men out there. There are good fathers. So, and I do have to say, later in my life, I was able to reconnect with my father. And even though it was never, the relationship was never one, yeah, you know, there's just something that happens in those, you know, those younger years that are just, you know, I think a young girl, I think it behooves her to probably have a father figure. But anyway, I believe, here's the bottom line, you guys. I believe whatever your circumstances are and whatever you've been through is exactly where God needs you to be right now. And moms out there, if you are unmarried and you're raising a son or daughter by yourself, good job. Because let me tell you, that's how I was raised. My mom was a single parent to my twin sister and my brother and I. And, you know, yeah, there was, you know, some hard things that kind of came out of that. But at the same time, y'all, she was a freaking badass dad and mom. Now, the other thing is, look in your kind of friendship Rolodex or whatever. Do you know someone who is a single parent, who doesn't have a father figure? And are you a male out there? And can you help out in that way? Can you, like, you know, volunteer to go take their kids bowling or football or fishing or surfing or skateboarding or, you know, whatever it is? Try to get out there and reach out to mothers that may be single mothers. But I just wanna hold up all amazing fathers. I do in this moment want to hold up my father, even though he's no longer with us. He died. energy and who he was in the last part of his life that I was able to connect to was invaluable for me, and for that I will always forever be grateful. I let go of, I literally found him, you guys. I literally found my father, and after he was like 18 or 19 years that he had no connection with us at all, I found him and I picked up the phone, and I remember, y'all, he hung up the phone on me, and I was like, you know, I said his formal name. Is this blah, 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 blah? And he was like, yes. And I was like, I'm your daughter, and this is Kita. And he hung up, and then I called him back and I said, listen, this is when I cussed. This was before Josh. I was like, basically, I think I said, listen, motherfucker, you know, excuse me. I can't remember. If you follow my videos, you see I don't really cuss, but in this instance, I did. I was like, right? You're gonna listen to me, and you're not gonna hang up that phone. I will find you, and I will hunt you down. So let's just make it easy. I want to make it really easy for you. I don't want anything. I don't want any money from you. I don't want anything from you. All I want is to connect with you. I just want to know who you are. That's it. And he didn't hang up on me, and he allowed me. At that time I was living in Chicago, and I flew him out to Chicago, and I had a rekindling, a reconnection with him for my brother and my sister. Anyway, Father's Day is for me, it's a weekend that I celebrate God. It's a weekend that I celebrate who I am. So if any of you are out there and you're having kind of a hard time on Father's Day, lift up your wings, dry your eyes, and know God has this. And He has you in the exact situation you are in, so that you will bring more glory to Him and to His kingdom. So just, you know, remember that. Remember, everything happens for a reason. If you're a single mom out there, let me just tell you, I'm going to give you just big giant hugs and tell you to continue to kick ass, because you are kicking ass, and just breathe that in. You are developing young kids to go out there and just really freaking kick butt, because that's what my mom did. My mom raised me, my sister, and my brother, and I just totally know that a very strong element of that was and who I am is definitely based on who she was. So anyway, you guys, shout out to all my dads out there, shout out to all my moms out there. I love you guys so much. Remember to always stand in your light, to stand in your truth, and above all else, be a warrior. This is Kita, your champion for women. I love you guys so much. Take care and have a blessed weekend. Bye.